Hey, it's Stacy with Anxiety Detox. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 of my favorite techniques for helping kids deal with anxiety. So the first one I really love is called a worry box. You can take any box, a shoe box, or a small little trinket box. I've even seen them at the dollar store, the little wooden or paper boxes that you can buy. You spend a lot of time decorating your worry box. You can color it with markers, you can paint it, you can do paper mache over it, but you basically make it your own. And when I say you, I mean if it's for your child, help your child make it their own. The worry box, we say, is intended to hold and carry all of our worries. So anytime you have something that's kind of stuck in your mind and bothering you and worrying you, if you write it down and fold up your paper and put it inside the worry box will keep your worries safe so that you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to think about it, and just know that it will be okay. If it's a smaller child, you can even draw out your worries if writing is a challenge. The reason that this works from a science perspective is a couple of things. The first thing is that worries and fears and stress is all kind of housed in the lower portion of your brain, and having to write something down or draw or explain, even verbalize a worry or a problem or a stress moves it to the prefrontal cortex, which is where rational thinking and planning and organizing sort of carry on. The second reason is it gives a visual representation of their worry or their problem or their stress. And it gives them something, an action that they can actually take, a physical thing that they can do to actually get rid of that worry. So the worry box is super effective, especially if you have something specific that you're worried about. Even though I say this is great for children, it's actually cool for grown-ups too. You can make your own worry box, and if you're not really into arts and crafts, really you could just have a journal. The second tip is using balloon breathing. So kids love balloons, and one of the coolest things to do with kids is to show them some breathing activities that involve balloons or make you think of a balloon so that you can help calm down. So balloon breathing, you teach the child to put their hands here, and when you breathe in, you make your balloon really big, and you teach them to just take their time and go really, really slow. And then they get to be really silly and let their balloon go and go. And it's goofy, but when we can be goofy and silly, then it moves us away from the anxiety. So it's another sort of trick in that way. But also breathing helps us calm down. It's sort of a twofer in that way. And you can use balloon breathing if you want to be silly. If you don't want to be silly, you can just take slow, deep breaths. Breathing longer on your exhale scientifically activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which slows down your nervous system and helps you settle down naturally. My third tip for helping kids deal with anxiety is have them create their own superhero character. Give them a picture, and they can either draw a picture or you can print out a picture of a superhero character. And then you ask them to write a story, draw a story, or tell a story using that superhero. And that superhero is dealing with that same worry or anxiety that the child is dealing with. So for example, let's say the superhero is Superman, and Superman is actually going to his first day of school and he's really nervous. What would Superman do? Let's talk through the problem. Let's talk through how he would solve it. And maybe the solutions are silly and unrealistic, and maybe they're goofy, or maybe they are really great solutions that your child could use. It doesn't matter. The point is to give them that space in their brain where they start to think about solutions and they become solution focused instead of problem focused. So grown-ups can use this too anytime. You can think of who your superhero is, or just somebody that you admire, and ask yourself, well, how would this person handle this problem? What do I think they would do differently? And then start thinking about the solutions rather than the problem. I hope those 3 ideas were good tips and helpful for you and maybe even your child. And I hope that you have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next Thursday.